Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some big tennis talk, and it involves none other than John McEnroe, Jannik Sinner, and some behind-the-scenes concerns from his coach that you might not have heard about, Jannik. Sinner, who by the way is currently the world #1, has been on an absolute tear lately. He made it to back-to-back finals since returning to the ATP Tour, both of them on clay, both against Carlos Alcaraz. And yeah, he lost both of them, but not without putting up some serious fights, especially at Roland Garros, where he was actually 2 sets up in the final. Alcaraz had to save 3 championship points to steal that win. Insane, right? Now, tennis legend John McEnroe had some major praise for both of these guys. He even went as far as saying they could beat Rafael Nadal. That's bold, but it shows how much respect he's got for them. McEnroe recently spoke to an Italian outlet, Corriere della Sera, and spilled a little tea about a convo he had with Darren Cahill, Sinner's coach. Remember that 3-month ban Sinner had? Yeah, not many are talking about it, but it was a suspension from WADA after 2 positive tests in March last year. Sinner has always maintained his innocence, but rules are rules, and he had to sit out until the Italian Open. After he won the Australian Open, by the way. During that break, Cahill was worried. Not about Sinner's skills. Those were never in question. The concern? That Jannik might lose focus. 3 months off the tour after a massive win could have totally messed with his momentum. But according to McEnroe, that didn't happen. He said, "Sinner returned the same as the one we left in Melbourne with the cup in his hand. I don't see any differences. And honestly, watching him play, you can see that. He's still sharp, still driven, still crushing it." There was some concern about his stamina, especially going deep in 5-set matches, but McEnroe pointed out that the cooler weather in Paris actually helped him with that. Now, someone asked McEnroe if Sinner has that aura. You know, that presence you feel from legends. And McEnroe had a really interesting take. He said personality isn't built. You're born with it. He said Alcaraz has that charisma, that spark, that magnetic energy on the court. But Sinner? He brings something different. He called Sinner more consistent, while Alcaraz is the more naturally gifted. And then he said something that really stood out. "I am struck by the sound of Jannik's ball. I have never heard anything like it." Coming from a guy who's seen it all in tennis, that's kind of a mic drop moment. So, what's next for Sinner? He's shaking off the sting of that Roland Garros final and shifting gears to grass. First up, Halle, where he's the defending champ. And after that, all eyes on Wimbledon. All right, that's it for today's breakdown. What do you think about McEnroe's comments? Is Sinner really the next long-term king of the ATP Tour? Or will Alcaraz continue to edge him out? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.